50 Cent just turned the heat all the way up on Lil Meech, threatening to fire him from BMF over what he sees as straight-up sabotage. The whole situation blew up after Big Meech was spotted getting cozy with 50's longtime rival, Rick Ross. From that moment, it was war. Just a few days later, we already got to see 50 put Lil Meech on blast by leaking private texts where Meech was frustrated over 50 unfollowing him and putting energy into another artist. In those same messages, Lil Meech admitted that Rick Ross slid Big Meech some cash to hold him over until the next season of BMF kicked off. That alone had 50 seeing red, and he wasted no time clowning Lil Meech, throwing shade about replacing him or even canceling the whole show. He took it a step further, joking that Meech might end up on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta if things don't work out. The real power move here is that 50 owns both the TV and film rights to the BMF story, which means Rose can't even make his own BMF movie without running into legal roadblocks.
February 13th, the Big Meech home benefit concert.
On top of that, 50's been making sure Big Meech's name gets dragged, questioning his upcoming Welcome Home concert given that Lil Baby pulled out from the show very early on and others would follow too. With all this going down, it was clear that 50 wasn't just threatening to fire Lil Meech, he's making an example out of him. But let's take a step back and ask the real question here. Why in the world would Rose be the one filling up the pockets of the likes of Meech? You see, after Meech made it out of the joint, he believed folks from the rap game would just come up and show some love, and we're not talking about hugs and kisses. Rose came up with the bag, and that's when he basically made his bed. Little did he know that taking Rose's cash would put him on 50's hit list. After that, 50 made it his mission in life to basically bury both Big and Lil Meech into the ground. Ever since then, 50 has been applying pressure, making it damn near impossible for them to stay relevant without bowing down and making things right with him. Right now, he got the whole world looking at Big Meech sideways, pushing the narrative that he's a snitch. Even rappers who once idolized Big Meech are making it clear they want no parts, with some even saying they would have looked at anyone crazy for performing at a Big Meech event. The respect Big Meech once had is crumbling fast, and now being seen next to him ain't a badge of honor. It's a bad look. The streets flipped on Big Meech fast. Just 2 weeks ago, folks were idolizing him, and now nobody even wants to be seen next to him. That benefit concert was supposed to be a major bag for Meech, a way for him to stack up some real money while figuring out his next move. But 50 Cent made sure that didn't happen. The way 50 holds onto a grudge ain't normal. It's almost like an art form, and this is why he stays undefeated in beef. When 50 got a problem with you, he wants you done. And right now, he got Big Meech halfway there. That benefit concert that we mentioned got shut down, and it wasn't because it couldn't sell tickets. Think about the lineup. It was stacked with A-listers.
The full lineup is
unannounced
Lil
guest.
Baby, Rick Ross, 21 Savage, Sexy Red, Kodak Black, 42 Doug, ESTG, Moneybag Yo, Boss Man D-Lo, T Grizzly, Babyface Ray, Icewear Vezo, Skilla Baby Peasy, Payroll Giovanni, Boosie, Young Scooter.
But the whole deal got canceled because 50 Cent made a power move and pulled the plug. One phone call, and that whole bag was gone.
Big Meech's giant welcome home concert
I told you it was gonna get
canceled.
What'd I tell you?
The bill was
What did
insane.
I say?
The list of artists on it was
What did I
insane.
See, 50 got deep ties with major touring companies and promoters, and they'd rather stay cool with him than risk it all for one show with Big Meech. The proof that 50 has been messing with the Meech family's pockets is right in front of us. If there was any doubt that his moves were hurting their money flow, just look at Lil Meech.
Boss of all bosses, and today I'm coming to tell all my supporters, if you're a business owner, entrepreneur, whatever you got, you're trying to make it go up, hit me right now.
Dude went from starring in BMF to doing $500 promo posts on Instagram. That's when you know things got real bad. Let's be real. If promo money's paying your bills right now, you gotta do what you gotta do. No shame in that. But at least act like you're into it. He was doing it like he was trapped in a cage, like he was forced to be there. It's looking like Meech is either at rock bottom or going through some serious stuff. 50 Cent even mentioned Lil Meech had a major problem in the past. Showing up to film high, strung out, not even close to sober. The dude had to check into rehab just to stay on set. 50 Cent shared some info about Lil Meech yet again. This time around he said, I thought about it. I think he was uncomfortable with me and Mimi's relationship. I'm telling Mimi I don't want him doing. He telling him he used to do X like it's cool. I tell Mimi chill, stop spending all your money. He telling him how much money he blew. People don't know I have to send Mimi to rehab. Russell Hornsby he was high as F on set. He started throwing up at a weapons test. Then Ian told me the little ninja had whippets in his truck. I said what the F is whippets? I look, it's the ish that be in BB guns. Shaking my head. After hearing all of that, you kinda start thinking that Lil Meech does deserve to be fired and dropped from 50's show. He single-handedly sabotaged himself and the BMF show too. But he wasn't in this alone. Remember, Big Meech plays an important part here too. Big Meech out here online trying to convince everybody he ain't a snitch, and it's cause he knows where his money's coming from. Once he's seen as a flawed kingpin, once rappers start feeling like they can't get clout from being around him, that's when the cash stops. You remember when Lil Baby pulled up on him with Tony Yayo? Big Meech is so used to people pulling up, handing him cash just cause of who he is. But when Baby came through, Meech was salty. He ain't dropped him no bag.
But when we go to your crib and me and Murder sitting in the backyard and you like, yo, Little Baby ain't give me no money. He came in the Ferrari truck, he had the Ferrari truck, he had 4 pockets full. I'm looking at this nigga, yo, this nigga tripping, like.
As you can imagine, Big Meech blew through all the money 50 Cent's been dropping for him from the BMF series. He must have got paid from that show, and his son does too. So when he got out of jail, he thought 50 was gonna pull up with the cash again, but that didn't happen. But Rick Ross did come through with a sack, trying to slide in where he fits, even though he switched sides on 50. This is the same dude who just said, "Death before dishonor" on camera the other day, but is now turning away from 50 who's been feeding his family for years, just cause his arch enemy tossed him a bag. Honestly, the one person who you can feel bad for in this whole mess is Lil Meech. Lil Meech was living the good life. He was looking out for his pops, staying loyal to 50, doing his thing. But then Big Meech came back and switched on 50. Lil Meech tried to stay neutral, but people kept pressuring him to pick a side. Now that he's chilling with Rick Ross, 50 Cent won't stop until he's toast. 50 already ate up Big Meech by exposing the fact that he's a rat. And Whack 100 didn't keep it mum as to how this all came to be.
50 has the third party cooperant, Tammy.
50 really pulled out the big guns when he brought up Tammy Cowens, a federal informant who used to work with Big Meech and is now producing the BMF series. 50 suggesting that Tammy's still linked to Meech in a shady way. He's even claiming that Meech told her to snitch, making it look like he was passing info through her to the cops, like a third-party type of situation. And 50 wasn't done. He went after Meech's relationship with another figure, Cuffy. 50 claims Meech tricked him out of the streets, making it look like Meech played him dirty. To back it up, 50 posted an audio clip from Cuffy, who has been locked up for a minute now. In the clip, Cuffy's claiming that Big Meech was involved in setting him up with the cops. 50's using that to say Meech tricked Cuff off the street, implying that Meech played a role in getting him arrested.
Originally, I was put with Tammy. I paid for the script. I paid $250,000. That's my script. That's why 50, when he came in, because we put a cease and desist order in through my attorney. That's why they couldn't do a motion picture. That's why you didn't see the BMF story on the big screen.
What do you think about the fact that 50 just isn't letting up on putting both Lil and Big Meech to the ground? Do you think they deserved it? Let us know about it in the comment section.